Alright, now, the only thing that I know about this update is the Fearful Day update, which I've played a little bit of already. And we have 5 artifacts now instead of 3. You know how OP niggas builds are gonna be now? Also, as you can see on the screen, we have an absolute Batman style. Are you fucking serious? This is tough. I'm not gonna lie. Features rewards inspired by the comics, including the Bat Swarm iconic ability, Spike Flex emote, and the absolute Batman gear. Bat Swarm iconic ability. Whoa, they added in an iconic ability. They don't add iconic abilities ever. I want y'all to know that. What the fuck? Create a new character and complete the Justice League mission. Okay, I don't care about that. Yo, this is fire. The absolute Dark Knight time capsule. Bat Swarm iconic ability. Whoa. So Spike Flex emote. Absolutely enhanced Absolute Dark Knight's gear. That's fire. Absolute Dark Knight's gear. I want that enhanced shit, young. On me, I do. And I have 18. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Happy Pride Month. Meet me in Metropolis.
Happy Pride Month. Together. That's crazy, man. So I have 240.6 million. And I'm going to do all the episodes that we can today. We're going to do all the episodes that we can. We're also going to watch the latest DC universe. Hold on a second here. We're going to also watch listen to, for you guys, we're going to listen to the latest Daily Planet News episode. In a second. Hold on. So, today we're going to play... Today we're going to do a Stabilizer Fragment solo. This one, the New Genesis Undercity, the Desecrated Mausoleum, and we're gonna try to get up to CR 460. We're right there, man. We're right there. And I've marked the elite one because I just wanna. I don't really care about the normal casuals one, the casual one. Whether intermediate or normal, I'm trying to go straight elite. So these are the 4 solos that we're gonna complete today, and then we're gonna maybe do some free roam stuff, some outer world stuff. Yeah, we might travel to different worlds and do some missions there. Maybe. We'll see. Let me see. We got 5 fucking artifacts. Look at that. Look at this. Okay, so I have Soul Shard and channel the cosmic energies of the Soul Shard to enhance the prowess of your pets for 5 seconds. And only 2 of my pets can have this 200% increased damage for 5 seconds. Yeah. So it's at about 100. Oh my gosh, I didn't know Source Shard were so. I didn't know my artifacts were so. Like 200, the rank at the top that you see on the artifact. Rank 200 is the max. It's the cap. So I didn't really think. I didn't really like. Haven't really like paid attention to my artifacts very much recently. I did not notice that. What's up with my background? But yeah, I did not notice that my artifacts were like so highly ranked. But yeah, my Source Shard is rank 179. Now people on here have already, like, as soon as the update came out, they got all 5 of their artifacts and they already ranked them up to 200 each artifact. Y'all, bro, y'all got too much money on your hands. Too much money on your hands to be spending on this, bro. So we have Source Shard, which is ranked 179. We have, what the hell? We have Quizlet, which is rank 139. And my Omega Beams artifact is rank 119. I'm very happy that each of them is at least over 100. So, Source Shard gives at least 2 of my pets 200% increased damage for 5 seconds. Quizlet, while in combat, Quizlet will come and fight by my side. When I use a superpower, Quizlet will cast a powerful attack that hits up to 8 targets with a 5-second internal cooldown. When I use a superpower, Quizlet will cast a powerful attack that hits up to 8 targets. 5-second internal cooldown. And with Source Shard, that's insane. And then Omega Beams. Unleash the power of Omega Totality, causing damage if the target is below 35% health. Deals extra. That's fire. We got Zoom, Reverse Flash, Red Death, Laughing Bat. Which one should I be? I'll keep Reverse Flash for now. It's got that. Okay. All right, let's see what's in the shop. Even though I don't shop here. On sale, that of course. Yeah, let's look at some Daily Planet news, the most recent one. I'm doing my wake and bake right now. It's about 5:54 in the morning.
If I could turn back time.
Shall we play a game? Ready? Go. Rock, paper.
Brainiac. Brainiac totally beats whatever you picked.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just.
Hey yo, let me holler, 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 let me holler. Welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news from DCUO. I'm your community manager, Mohammed Mahal. Welcome back to the number 10, and this is the news. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. What's up, fam? How you bobbing? For our first news story, we have Fearful Day is out now. That means we have this cool little intro trailer for the new DLC. You know, you got Moco, that means booger in Spanish. That's where you get to go. And you got all these green lanterns, you know, they fighting. You got all these yellow lanterns, you know, so that's...
I'm trying to make sure my title is right. DCUO.
Then you got the Wonder Twin powers activate. You know, you got the blue lantern with the indigo lantern. You feel me? But yeah, we got this cool art right here. You know, this stuff is out. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it, fam. You vibing?
Yes, sir.
With this new DLC, you get to go on new open world missions outside of Mogo. The area's pretty nice. Everybody's liking it.
Not gonna lie, the Daily Planet News, the SC Scrolls Gaming, actually like inspired me to like hop back on DC. Plus this update. Like I wouldn't have even looked into it and looked up videos and came across the knowledge of the new update had he not uploaded a video. The new Daily Planet News episode. That's just insane. So if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be streaming right now.
Right here we got the new raid and alert in solo. Honestly, if you ask me, the solo should have been the raid. But what do I know? The new raid and alert, it's boring, fam. I mean, it's the same raid and alert. The raid is the alert and the alert is the raid, and it's boring. You gotta power up Mogo's genitals. We of course got these new augment styles and more. We got the new currency Mogo berries, memberries. I remember, you remember, I remember, we remember. We also got the Mogo exobytes. We got these new styles. And we got these flashback spotlights. The classic content returns. Strike team and assault and battery. These raids were specifically brought back to annoy the speed hackers. Let's talk about it. We also got the Fearful Day event. You got running from May 28th, 2025 through June 24th, 2025. You get these elite henchmen. You don't want to miss out on these elite henchmen. They supposedly are elite. You feel me? Let's talk about it. And finally, the 2 new artifact slots have arrived. Everybody's been liking this. I see a lot of players are here, participating into the game. It's fun. Everybody's vibing. We also got this new artifact. You feel me? We need to get that money. Cha-ching. You see, here at Daybreak, we have plenty business models, and these 5 artifact slots is part of our new business model. You see, we basically took the test server out for everybody so that nobody can really go on there and test the new meta. So now we encourage players to spend that money on. See, we basically took the test server out for everybody so that nobody can really go on there and test the new meta. So now we encourage players to spend that money on live server to figure out the new meta that way. You feel me? Let's talk about it, because our creator club, they all suck. They don't really test the game really well on test server. You know what I'm saying? We had to get the weakest of the weakest on the community to be our creator club. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't take criticism. Let's talk about it. Saying, because we can't take criticism. Let's talk about it.
Damn. Oh, he going on Meta Night.
Red 5 on the grind all the time, prime time 6 and 9. Hundreds of titties, big ass titties. Count the green, get in between the titties. Hi, Mom. I'm happy to present to everybody the absolute Dark Knight time capsule. This time capsule is so absolute and it's so dark, it's gonna make you go, ooh wee. Absolute Dark Knight time capsules with the Riddle, Bot, Chroma Pack. Also got the Bat Swarm iconic ability, which has some controversial issues right now. Right here, you see the Bat Swarm iconic ability. Let's take a look. Let's talk about it. With this new iconic ability, it's hot. Everybody wants it, and it's inside the time capsule. So go buy some. You feel me? You dig? Right here, you call in this Bat Swarm, and you bring in these bats, and it just obliterates your enemy with fire. Let's talk about it. Robin. Players on the forums are upset because replaying the bats are crazy doesn't reward the iconic ability on alts. Let's talk about it, fam. We bobbing. Well, these players aren't bobbing. Let's talk about it. You see, each alt will need to complete the collection from the time capsule to get the ability. You see, we do this so that we can make money here at Daybreak Games. This is part of our business model. And our players, our valued customers, are not happy about that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Wait, they're talking about like different characters or
right
like
here
different?
You see valued customer number 1 says, wow.
Damn.
So this is
I don't give a fuck about a
determined to
different character.
be the absolute worst move the dev team could have ever made. LOL. Time and ability to a collection. Buying the feat doesn't even award is the most insane thing I've come across since I started playing the game. LOL. You see, valued customer number 1 is crying. Valued customer makes a good point. This is one of the most money-hungry moves they have made so far. Getting the ability on one character will already cost quite a bit of money. If you don't have stabilizers, but getting this on alts when it's RNG drop based, easily hundreds of dollars for an ability that could be meta. Great work, DCUO. Y'all really going full pay to win with every new release. Well, what do you think this is, man? We need to get paid somehow. What you, man? Let's talk about it. Now, I've compiled up a sped up video of me opening up about 60 time capsules, to try to get the most expensive collection for that new iconic ability. So let's see what these valued customers on the forums are talking about. Why are they saying that this is pay to win? Well, you see, let's talk about it. That could be meta. Great work, DCUO. Y'all really going full pay to win with every new release. Well, what do you think this is, man? We need to get paid somehow. What you, man? Let's talk about it. Now, I've compiled up a a sped up video of me opening up about 60 time capsules, you know, to try to get the most expensive collection for that new iconic ability. So let's see what these valued customers on the forums are talking about. Why are they saying that this is pay to win? Well, you see, I'm opening up 60 time capsules. You feel me? You dig? On the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. You see, in these time capsules, you know, if you don't save these time capsules up over time by, you know, running the stabilizer event each day, you know, you're not gonna really get no free time capsule stabilizers. You're gonna have to, you know, pay us some money. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. So now I'm about reaching the end of opening 60 time capsules, and you're gonna see right here, it took 60 time capsules to get the OP collection that requires you to unlock the iconic ability Bat Swarm, and it's the Arc and Blueprint. And you know, 60 time capsules is a lot. That's a lot. And actually, the number is actually 90. I just didn't record, you know, the other 30 or however many. I can't do math. On the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. Finally, this conversation ended with one of our favorite devs saying, "This forum is not the place to have discussions about this. Create a post in the general discussion thread where the devs don't really care about what's going on there." So let's talk about it. This has been Red 5 on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom.
Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome back to Multiverse, and now I'm gonna try to be the new Obsidian Chill and testing on test server. Let's talk about it.
And finally, for our last news story, we have these ultimate recruitment.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, Maps here, and welcome back to another exciting video of the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Now, before we go daybreak and I get to the nitty-gritty, itty-bitty-titty confetti, I'm about to pass it over to Spittle for the rundown of what we can expect in the Daily Planet News dump.
Okay? What's good to see is your homeboy Spittle is back with another rundown of the Daily Planet News dump. Let's talk about it. DC Universe Online is a very unbalanced video game. Let's talk about it. Find out with Red 5 as he tries to join an Elite Plus group. Learn exactly how unbalanced the game is and how unfair it is to casual players, especially newcomers. Let's talk about it. Were you expecting double Artifact XP week before the new DLC? Well, guess what? It's not going to happen. Let's talk about it. Find out with Mets. He's going to go into a deep dive down the rabbit hole, inside out, upside down. Get what I'm saying? You follow me? And tell you exactly what's going on with the double Artifact XP week. Are we even going to get one this year? What's the videos? Let's talk about it. And finally, for our last news dump, we have test server update for May 14th, 2024. Can you say copied and paste? Let's talk about it.
Hey you, it's me, Red 5. I'm on the grind all the time, prime time 69. Hi, Mom. Bruh. So it has been brought to my attention, looking at the forums, that a lot of players have been saying that the game is very unbalanced, that DC Universe Online has 15 power sets, but only 5 of them are viable in Elite Plus content, that the artifact swapping is not fair because there's so many different platforms and not every platform can do it. I'm not really sure what none of these terms and lingos means, so myself, Red 5, on the grind all the time, 69 prime time, I'm gonna attempt to join an Elite Plus group to find out what's the fuss all about. Let's talk about it. Alright, so after taking the time on LFG chat, I think I finally found a group. I'm just waiting for a chat invite. I'm in the watchtower, of course, and I think this is him right now. I'm getting the invite right now. Alright, let me patch him in.
Hey, what's up, man? So you told us you roll, man. You're a DPS, but what's your stats, man?
Oh, yeah, for sure, bro.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, Maps here, and welcome back to another Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Now here is Spittle to give us the rundown of what we can expect this week on the Daily Planet News Dump.
What's good to see is your homeboy Spittles, back with another rundown of the Daily Planet News Dump. This week on the Daily Planet News, you can expect all the information of the Brainiac returns. We have the launch codes, the release dates, and all that good stuff. And also find out with Nerd of Prey Economics how to make billions of DC cash. Let's talk about it. Miguel Daybreak is now Kikuman. Find out how us here at Daybreak Games have been training AI chatbot this entire time to replace our beloved community manager, Maps. Let's talk about it. Okay? And finally, for our last news story, have you been struggling on the live server with lag and animations delays? Have your animations and your powers have been getting locked? We'll find out how us here at Daybreak Games break the games. Let's talk about it. Now I'm going to pass it over to Nerd of Prey for Nerd of Prey Economics.
Definitely doing Mercy.
Hey yo, welcome to the Nerd of Prey Economics, where you learn everything about the economy of DC Universe Online. Let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla, 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 let me holla, holla, I'm gonna holla at you, let me holla, 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 I'm gonna holla at you, Maps, let me holla, I'm gonna holla, I'm gonna holla at you, Maps, please, let me holla, I'm gonna holla, I'm gonna holla at you,
Bruh.
So we finally have the Brainiac Returns episode launch date and key art reveal. Right here is the Brainiac Returns artwork. This is what you're going to be seeing on the On Duty. And, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feeling yourself? We also have the launch date, which is May 23rd. But don't take it from me. Let's look at this cool trailer. Rotate.
Bolt, do I look like your mum? What are you going on about?
Wow, what a garbage trailer. That's 15 seconds of our lives we're not going to get back. Well, yeah, it's about that time again. Y'all want to get rich? You want to become a billionaire? Well, learn how with Nerd of Prey Economics. So when the DLC comes out, you're going to want to sell your Psionic Remnant and your bottled Hypertime. The Psionic Remnants, in particular, are going to be worth a lot of DC cash day one. We talking 10, 15 to 20 million a pop. You want to sell these right away. Another item that's going to be dropping while it's hot, it's going to make you millions and millions of DC cash. It's going to be these kryptonite DNAs. Also, all the XP, you're gonna get the Bizarro XP, solid Bizarro Exobytes, pristine Bizarro Exobytes. These are all gonna be worth a lot of DC cash day one. I know what y'all saying, but yo, Nerd of Prey, I kinda need these to level up my tunes. Well, you see, this is why you broke. See, what you gotta do is sell this stuff day one, day two, day three. Shoot, you can sell one of the psionic remnants for 15, 20 mil a pop, right? And then a month later, you can buy 20 of them for 1 mil a pop from just selling one of them day one. You feel me? You feeling myself? I'm gonna get this money. Are you?
Bruh. Bueno, see, in other news, there are 5 best rappers in the whole wide web. That is Dylan, 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 and Dylan, because I spit hot fire.
I apologize, everybody. Our AI bot is still in training. So right here we got server downtime on May 23rd, 2024 at 6 a.m. And it's to launch game update 144 and episode 47. All worlds will be down for 8 hours. Right here you see one of our valued customers says, "Yay, I'm happy. I must tell my mushroom pet, LOL."
Thank you, Nerd of Prey. Well, in other news, Miguel Daybreak is now Kikuman. Let's talk about it. You see, if you're not new to this channel, you should know by now that Miguel Daybreak all along has been an AI bot, a ChatGPT tool for us here at Daybreak Games to use as a replacement for a community manager. Let's talk about it.
Checkers and Rally's $4 unbeatable meal deal changes everything. Your choice of sandwich plus fries, drink, and an apple pie. Just $4. It's too much.
You can never have too much flavor.
Get more for your $4. Only at Checkers and Rally's.
Introducing the 3-row, all-electric Hyundai Ioniq 9 with class-leading interior space.
¿Qué?
There has been a lot of reports of server lag and animation delays. When you see Kikuman's response, formerly known as Miguel Daybreak, you're going to see that this is obviously an AI bot. So now I'm going to read these 2 posts to you, and pay attention, because this is going to expose to you exactly that this is an AI ChatGPT bot. It's not a real human. And what's hilarious is that everybody on the forums thinks they're talking to a real person. Haha. So it reads like this. Hey guys, just wanted to check in since I know there are a lot of concerns over server issues and lag, especially with the new episode coming soon. And I know the lack of consistent regular communication from us to you has been even more frustrating. I'm still just a temp community manager, and a lot of my responsibilities have been focused on making sure social media and website forum posts go out in time. But I know that having someone to communicate with is important to the community, especially when there are major issues like these happening. Blah, 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 blah. Now I'm going to read a separate post and watch. It's the same bullcrap. Here's the same post on
This
a
don't
different
sound bad.
The wording
Randomicate.
is just a little different. The only thing they changed was server issues and
Hikati.
lag to artifacts. Let's see. Let's talk about it. Let's read. Hey guys, just wanted to check in, since I know there are a lot of concerns over this artifact, and I know the lack of consistent, regular communication from us to you has been even more frustrating. I'm still just a temp community manager, and a lot of my responsibilities have been focused on making sure the social media, the blah, 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 blah.
¿Qué?
So you see, this is obvious signs of a ChatGPT AI tool being used by us here at Daybreak Games to replace our community manager. This is why you see developers posting server updates, test server updates, and update notes. And you have the chatbot only posting bonus weeks and events. And finally, for our last news story, we have status of server lag and ongoing issues. Hey everyone, I wanted to share an update with all of you on the ongoing server and animation lag that has been impacting the in-game experience. We understand the frustration. The team is very aware of these server issues. It says right here, players may continue to experience in-game lag heading into tomorrow's release of Brainiac Returns episode. We apologize for this, and we'll be working to resolve this as fast as possible so players can have the best experience possible with the game. So everybody, you heard it here first. Expect lag tomorrow. And of course, all these players are on the forums expressing their frustration. Players are now on the forums saying that the DLC should be delayed for a week, and the lag issues and performance issues on PS5 should be fixed, and all this yada yada stuff. Us here at Daybreak Games are not going to do this because we need money, and the DLC is ready to go. Well, it's going to have a lot of bugs and issues, but it's still ready. Haha. Right here you will see that a player is saying that they miss me, Theodore 10 Stone Maps, because I did my job way better than the current devs. Haha. Thank you for watching the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. And remember, when the new DLC launches tomorrow on May 23rd, 2024, if you experience lag, server issues, frame rate drops, animation problems, just remember, us here at Daybreak Games, we don't care. Just give us your money.
Bruh. I got you stuck off the realness.
I'll take this.
I got you stuck off the realness.
Sinestro's corrupted power ring. So right now I have the Source Shard, Quizlet, the Omega Totality, and Sinestro's corrupted power ring.
Listen,
I'm programmed with essential 21st century
Now,
smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
now I want Mercies and Mesotron Matrix.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey yo, let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla, 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 let me holla, blah, blah, holla, blah, blah, holla. Welcome to another Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. We about to pass it over to Spittle for the rundown of what we can expect from the news dump. Max, go color your hair blue. You haven't done it yet. What the heck, bruh? What's good to see your homeboy Spittle is back.
Okay, so all I need to do is get enough source marks to get that Mercy artifact.
The rundown from the Daily Planet News. This week on the rundowns, we have your Dr. Fate's Daily Rewards for June 2024. Let's talk about it. We also added the Garbage Pride Month. Let's talk about it. We also got a brand new Deadly Katana Scam Capsule. Let's talk about it. We have time to add all of this garbage, but we can't seem to fix server lag, server animation delays, and all the frames per second drops, and PlayStation 5 is still garbage. Let's talk about it. And finally, for our last news stories, ever since the DLC came out, we have been invaded by bugs, glitches, and issues all across the boards. Find out how us here at Daybreak Games always manage to break the games. And also, Anna is back, and she's throwing a temper tantrum. Let's talk about it.
Hey, Maps here. I'm back, and I got my blue hair. Let's talk about it. So we have the Dr. Fate's June rewards. Let's talk about it. We have the telepathic future-inspired slimline pack for members. And for the non-members, we have the Psycho Gesture style. Let's talk about it. So give us your money, please.
Bueno, see, in other news, I rip when I rhyme. I rhyme when I rip. This is the way that Dylan spits. A rum pum pum, a rip a pum pum.
Bruh.
Hey yo, Kikuma started a rap battle. I'm gonna slash and gash, cut another hole in your ass. I spill blood on the wall and play tennis with your balls. If the phone rings, don't answer the call. Gonna slit your throat, screw you like a goat.
So, increased critical ability attack chance. Increased critical attack chance. Critical hits grant you a soul stack. Soul signature. The contract consumes accumulated soul stacks. So you have 10 soul stacks. The contract consumes 10 soul stacks. Damages up to 8 targets. Increasing critical ability attack damage. When casting soul signature, there is a chance of nullifying Devil's Deal for 12 seconds. Devil's Deal is nullified neuron takes. Yeah, that shit is ass. Fuck, I don't know.
forskin off and make a winter coat. Yes, I'm about to bust the rap right now. Check it. What? Nah, for real, turn my headphones up. Well, everybody, it's about that time. We got another scam capsule, the Deadly Katana Time Capsule. So, we can't fix the server lag or the server animation delays or the frame per second drops on the PlayStation 5, but don't worry about all that stuff. We got a new time capsule for y'all to spend your money on. So please give us your bread, because us here at Daybreak Games, we need it. We have these new styles and cosmetics. We got this new demon ink skin. If you look really closely, you can you gotta stare really closely. You can see Etrigan's balls. And right here we got these other things right here, these ghostly accessory, ghostly spirit smoke accessory. You could probably see the balls on that accessory as well. You feel me? So let's move on. Well, everybody, it's Nerd of Prey, and guess what? It's that time of year, Pride Month. We had to add this early, otherwise the alphabet community would have been upset on the forums. And you know what I'm saying? If you find yourself in Metropolis, be careful, because you might lose your virginity. Nighty-night, keep your butthole tight.
Ever since the DLC launched, we've been having a lot of issues. A lot of bug reports, a lot of server lag. The issues are just piling up. We've been having so many complaints, I have no idea what's going on. The forums is chaotic. Just take a look. Everything is all over the place. Let's talk about it. It's been so bad that Angeliana is back. Let's read what she says. It says, "Hello everyone. Before this goes too far, I would like to remind everyone of the posted forum guidelines, as well as the terms of service. We absolutely love contradictive feedback and encourage it. But good and bad, however destructive and insulting posts will not be welcome here."
Shut up, Meg.
This continues. She says, "We get all of your frustrations. We truly understand. As I stated prior, we do not like issues or bugs, either, as they frustrate us too. Please keep in mind, a lot has changed within the team in the very recent past. For the communications front, we have the interim community manager, Kikumon, currently."
Okay?
Well, everyone, thank you for watching another episode of the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. And remember, be careful in Metropolis, otherwise the community will have you on your back pushing up mushrooms.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
When making cups like this and using your vinyl, I always get the question of how I fill my cups after to protect them. Quick and short answer is I don't. First and most important step that I do is make sure that I apply alcohol to my cup before actually applying.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, Meps here, and we're back with another Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. The news this week is very slow, so we're not going to need a rundown from Spittle. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Well, everyone, spotlights are back. Enjoy Atlantis episode Spotlight, 2-time source marks. So, from June 6th till Wednesday, June 12th, 2024, you can enjoy double source marks from all the activities in Atlantis DLC. I'm so excited about this ancient DLC from 1962, and I started running naked around the house and telling everybody about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi everybody, it's Kikumon, and in other news, a player by the name of WrestleMania is telling everybody that the league high output is toxic. WrestleMania, we get it, bro. It's toxic. Orale, Simón, they are toxic. But man, if you make your channel all about league drama, it's gonna fall and fail faster than you can build it. Toxic.
Hey yo, let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla, 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 holla. So, have you been wondering why the server's been very laggy, animation delays, and PlayStation 5 is still messed up? Well, don't wonder anymore, because I'm about to explain. Max, please, move off, bruh. Back up, homie. Let's talk about it. Ever since Brainiac returned, we've been invaded by bugs, glitches, animation delays. I mean, players that are gadgets can't even do a rotation correctly. Well, I'm happy to report that all of that has been pretty much fixed by now, or at least on PlayStation 4. PlayStation 5 is another story. There's still a lot of frame rate drops on there. If you get into big groups, you know, it's going to be stuttering. It's not really lag, it's like stuttering or something. I don't know. But yeah, you see right here, we got all these patch notes. We've been working really hard, you feel me? You feeling me? So what's the deal? Why can't we figure this out quickly? You would think a 13-year-old game, all the devs will have it figured out by now. Well, you see, we have a bunch of new devs. And since we have a bunch of new devs, they don't know what they're doing. They have no clue. So these devs need to be trained. They need to learn how to work with this spaghetti code we call DC Universe Online. So don't take it from me. Let's hear it from the devs themselves. You see, when a company like Daybreak Games hires an entirely new development team and engineers to work on the ancient hardware and spaghetti code we call DC Universe Online, they don't really train them. They tell them, hey, everything in there is old, be careful with what you're doing, and basically figure it out. They expect them to use the skills that they already have to figure out the ancient spaghetti code we call DCUO. You see, during this process, you're going to experience bugs, lag, server issues, server delays, animation delays, you name it. Any issue you're having in the game, you're going to experience it during the process of the new developers that are now working on the game. They're trying to learn how to work with this old ancient code. But don't take it from me. Let's hear it from the devs themselves.
Oh yeah. Like my first week on the job, the systems lead who I started under, I started as like just a regular game designer on systems, and he was like, "Okay, listen, you need to be careful in there. This is like already
it's all duct taped together and this to that."
And he's like, some of us don't even know what all of it does, so you need to go in there gingerly, be cautious, be respectful, but of course we're going to make big changes. And
yeah,
so that's the biggest challenge. So much of it is just like research. Like anytime you want to do anything, you're like, okay, well now you need to figure out not only how that works in the game, but also like how that thing gets built in the game, because you don't want to pull out something that's like it's Jenga. You don't pull out something that's going to cause a lot of other
bring
stuff.
it all down. Yeah.
And so that's my biggest anxiety. Yeah, right there. It's
just
the whole Jenga tower coming down.
So is it then just incremental changes to get to the, like, you want to do this big thing, but you need to make the small changes to then make the big thing not seem so big?
It depends on what the thing is. If it's a brand new system, then there's a lot of like juice stuff that just has to happen all at once. You know, like because it has a lot of interlocking dependencies. But incremental changes. I mean, I feel like incremental changes are almost more like quality of life stuff. Like there's things that like, oh, the treasure boxes should stack. Like when I'm playing the game, I'm like, oh, I get all these treasure boxes for my daily stuff, and like if they're not stacking, I want to go around and do other ones, and I'll get to them later. So just minor stuff like that. Like you just sort of kick it off as you have time while you're trying to get your other responsibilities done.
Right. Well, I mean, again, you guys are always building to the next big thing, right? We just had a new episode drop, Brainiac Returns.
Yeah.
Right?
So you see, in conclusion, when Daybreak Games hires new developers, like they recently have been, they're going to go through that experience that Red 5 just explained to y'all. When that happens, the player base is going to experience a lot of server issues. Until the new developers figure it out and have a clue on what they're doing, this is going to be the normal.
Some of us don't even know what all of it does, so...
Did you turn it off or did you just unplug it? Oh, I turned it off like
as of right now, the PlayStation 4 version is running. It's almost back to normal. PlayStation 5 version is a different story though. The frame rate drops is still bad there. I can't stand playing on PS5 for longer than an alert or something, and then I switch right back to PlayStation 4 version. So with that said, that concludes this news dump, and we'll catch you on the next one.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got got you stuck off the realness.
Commotion, we causing a commotion. I put it in motion.
I've been waiting for this.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk.
Let's just,
Hey, Mips here. Welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. This time around, we need Spittle to give us the rundown. I'm so excited, I farted and a little doo-doo came out.
Bruh.
What's good to see is your homeboy Spittles. This week on the Rundown, Max is going to give us a deep dive of what the DCUO Creator League business model is all about. You want to join the Daybreak Games Teachers Pet Club? Find out exactly how to get in. Also, Spotlight Atlantis is going on this week. Get your double source marks while it still lasts. Let's talk about it. We also have test server update news from June 7th, 2024. The Tides of War seasonal summer event is now live on test servers. We're going to take a look at exclusive footage of the seasonal event with Rev 5. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
Well, it's here, everyone. The Daybreak Games DCUO Creator League business model. We selected our top DCUO content creators to promote the game for us so that Daybreak Games does not have to pay for advertisement to advertise the game. We let these content creators advertise and showcase the game for us. They bring in the customers and we make bank. They make money from YouTube and then spend it into the marketplace, and then we make money, they make money, everybody makes money. Let's talk about it. You see, if you want to join this DCUO Creator League business model, you have to turn your entire channel into one big showcase and advertise our game for us. Showcase time capsules, showcase builds with 200 rank artifacts on the test server. Never show players how to play the game for free. If you show players how to play the game for free, you can't join the club. On the forums, we have content creators like GeoForce 100 feeling salty, saying, why wasn't I chosen? Is my content not good enough?
Bruh.
GeoForce 100, my brother from another mother, your content is most certainly good enough. But you see, the problem is that you're a PvP player. You show PvP content most of the time. And us here at Daybreak Games, we don't make no money off of PvP, so you're canceled. You have to be like my sister from another mister, Mennonite. She showcases all the latest seasonal styles, cosmetics. You see, you have to be like Multiverse. Don't show the player base how to play the game for free. Just show them all the latest cosmetic styles and time capsules and materials that they can purchase with real-life money. You need to be like the pop queen of DCUO, Oxidon Chill. You see, this player just shows you endgame builds on test server with 200 rank artifacts. He will never show you builds with low artifacts and low skill points that work for beginner players. If you want to join the Breakfast Club, here's a perfect example of what not to do. The Dead Sea Scroll Gaming channel will show you exactly how to play the game for free. Us here at Daybreak Games cannot allow a channel like this to be part of the Breakfast Club, because then it will show our player base, especially our new beginner players, how to play the game for free, and they won't fall into the pyramid scheme we call DC
There's no
Universe
fucking
Online.
way. You can have two artifact pets out at once, bitch. It's over. It's over. It's over. I did not know this. You can have two artifact pets out at once.
One of the few channels that
Bitch,
show
get out of my
47
fucking...
billion DC cash and how to run the market with it.
I'ma
This
have
channel
mercy
also
and I'ma
shows you
have
a lot of
Boy
different
Get the
methods,
fuck
and how to
out
earn
of here.
time capsules for free, and how to
Get
trade
out of
DC
here.
cash without membership.
Sinestro
And it goes on and
Power Ring.
on
I
and
don't
on.
need that no
Us
more.
here at Daybreak Games cannot afford this information to get
'Cause
out
I
because
got-
we will lose a lot of money. This player has cracked the code.
Dedication to different characters.
That shit could be too far. Too fucking far.
Listen, thank you that I got here.
In conclusion, if you don't believe me, let's take a listen to our new producer. He tells you that it's all about cosmetics and styles and promoting that to the player base so that they can buy it.
So there's a lot of ways that people can spend if they want to. I mean, I'll let Chad dig into the systems part of it. But basically, there's items in the game. Nothing is critical. You can play without them. But when people really like stuff, they really like stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of this is cosmetics, and as Chad was saying earlier, a big focus for a lot of players is styles.
Sure.
And being able to get access to the latest, auras or chromas is a big deal. Getting materials.
Bruh. In other news, test server update on June 7th is out, everybody. Ties of War summer seasonal event is here. We added 3 new feats and a bunch of stuff. Let's talk about it. Here is Red 5 with exclusive footage of the test server.
Hey you, it's me, Red 5, on the grind, all the time, prime time, Sister 9. Hi Mom, so we're here on the test server with exclusive footage of Aquaman and the summer seasonal event. Let's talk about it. So we added this new material, beach sand material, but I'm not going to show it to you because I'm on the grind 6 to 9. We got 2 new emotes. We got the feel the wave emote, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? On the grind all the time, 6 to 9. And then we got the second one, the summer vibing emote. Look at this thing, it looks awesome. I mean, you're doing the crip walk. Is this a gangster walk or what? This is a Harlem Shake, you feel me? Then we got also right here, we got a bunch of new items we added. Man, that crip walk looks good. We got this right here, we got this hair right here, and it looks pretty cool with, we got these 2 braids, and you feeling not, and I'm not on the grind on the 6 and 9, man, my jaw hurts. We also added this Swagalicious beach hat. Now you can sit on the beach, on the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. And then we got all these dang base items. You know what? I'm just gonna let one of our content creators from the DCUO Content Creator League, let one of them showcase this stuff. I mean, this is boring. Let's move on. Let's talk about it. And finally, we got 3 feats. You get a 3-star feat for collecting the sand material, a 2-star feat for collecting the 10 base items, and another 2-star feat for collecting one of the emotes. That's about wraps it up. And remember, on the grind all the time, 6 to 9, prime time, Red 5.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
There's power behind every plug, and you can only hope to harness it. E3 spark plugs with Diamond Fire technology give you more power and better fuel efficiency from 2 cylinders to 12. E3.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, Mebs here. Welcome back to another Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. I am also joined here by my co-host Miguel Daybreak, or as we all know him now as Kikuman, or you could just call him AI Bot. Now I'm gonna pass it over to Spittle for the rundown from the Daily Planet News.
Bloody heroes.
Your homeboy
Bloody
Spittle.
villains.
This week on the rundown, we have the Ties of War summer event, and also we have Amazing Marketplace Sale coming on July 2nd, 2024. We also got a new booster bundle. Let's talk about it.
What are you going on about?
After 5 years of being bugged, we finally fixed the light stream movement mode. Let's talk about it. And for the last news story, we have changes to the in-game update schedules. What does this mean for you? I don't know, but I think I have to go to the bathroom. Let's talk about it.
My mates end up eating
The Times of War event plus the summer marketplace sale starts July 2nd. Let's talk about it. We have the 3 new feats and all these new items from the seasonal event. But of course, we already know this because we have all of our content creator club promoting this garbage for you. We also have the discount items right here, and we have these cool new styles. Let's take a look. Let's talk about it.
And then when the dude was telling
Here's
all
the
the other
summer
heroes
event,
to,
and you get
go fight the
30%
Invincible War,
discount on the new
that
booster
looks like he
bundle,
would be
the
in there.
Sunstone Fortress, Jon Stewart Ally, Katana Time Capsule, Room Tag tokens, and so much more. Let's talk about it. In other news, when a short person waves at you, it's called a microwave.
Bruh.
Well, everyone, it's that time of year. We have a new booster bundle coming soon. Let's talk about it. Starting Tuesday, July 2nd, you can stock up on these goodies. 150 replay badges, 15 flawless and medals, and a whole bunch more. You pay us for these booster bundles, and you get a bunch of stuff. And us here at Daybreak make a lot of money. You see right here, you get additional 10 booster packs, and it comes with a Nebula Chroma pack, so we can cut out the middleman. You know, a lot of players sell these for a lot of in-game cash. We want to cut them out and give you the source directly. We also have this new mutant skin for a 20 pack. Let's talk about it. You see, us here at Daybreak Games have logs on what all the players like to spend most of their money on, and that is style. If you do not believe me, listen to our producer himself.
But when people really like stuff, they really like stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of this is cosmetics, and as Chad was saying earlier, a big focus for a lot of players is styles.
Sure.
And being able to get access to the latest, auras or chromas is a big deal. Getting materials. It's how we've been able to fund the game so far.
Bueno, see, in other news, we're changing our weekly game updates from Thursdays to Tuesdays. I know this sounds confusing, but you'll have to deal with it. We will have this kicking off July 2nd. Simone ese, arriba la raza, hundreds of cities, big ass city. I am now being programmed to tell you that for now, weekly resets will still be on Thursdays. We appreciate your patience and understanding through these updates and changes. Vote for Pedro.
Bruh.
Spittle here. I just came back from the toilet. I farted, a little doodle came out. I had to take care of it. Let's talk about it. So right here with Game Update 145, this issue is now fixed. What's the issue? The light stream issue. What's the light stream issue? Well, we had this movement mode light stream, and it's been broken for like 5 years. Let's talk about it. So you can see right here that this live stream issue has been a problem, and it was reported back on March 22nd, 2021. This post is so old, it's making me fart dust. Let's talk about it.
Thank you for watching the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online, the video game that likes to promote gambling to children. If you find yourself going broke gambling on your money on the latest booster bundle,
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
At Planet Fitness, there's a number of ways to get strong, and they all add up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
More rewards, more savings, more special offers. That's what new Fuel Rewards members get at Shell. Join to save 10 cents per gallon.
This looks like a job for
Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey yo, welcome to Tank Roll 101, where you learn all the ins and outs of tanking with all the 5 power sets. With me, Nerd of Prey. Are you struggling with tank roll? Are you getting clapped by ads? Are you getting clapped by the bosses? Are you getting clapped inside the red content? Well, don't get clapped no more. Map, step back. I got the clap down there. You don't want to cash that, homie.
Bruh.
We're going to start off with artifacts. If you're a new player and you're trying to figure out what's the best tank artifacts, well, don't figure it out anymore, because it's right here. Manacles of Force, Mystic Symbol of the Seven, and the Lazarus Pit. Some players use Eye of Gemini instead of the Lazarus Pit if they pop Supercharge, and some players like putting in that Clarion because it's OP. You might see other players using the Dillastil Refractor, but in the end, at the end of the day, is Lazarus Pit, Manacles of Force, and Mystic Symbol of the Seven. This is what breaks your tank to become unstoppable. When it comes to support allies, Superman and Lex Luthor is meta. Superman gives you and your group a shield every time you use a breakout ability, and Lex Luthor enhances and increases the duration of that breakout ability. Nubia is good because she heals you a lot, but I've recently been switching over to Static because he gives you a shield. And I don't know if you figured it out by now, but a tank with a shield is broken. The more shields you have as a tank, the more broken you are. Let's move on. When it comes to the base generator mods, you want to go health at the top and you want to get dominance for the middle. That's about it. When it comes to your augments and your origin augments, you're going to go with dominance with all 6 of them. For your gear mods, for the weapon, you want to get the absorption adapter. Some people go with replenishing adapter, restorative, but I'd rather just get absorption adapter. When it comes to the head equipment mod, it depends if I'm using supercharge as a tank. I use hibernation and reg as an ice tank because my ice tank is weak, but I could also use dust off as an ice tank. Or if I was super speed, I could use dash attack. So it all depends when it comes to the head equipment mod. For the neck equipment mod, you want fortified assault because it increases your defense by an additional 10% while not blocking. However, some tanks do like to block, so if that's your personal preference, you can increase your defense by an additional 10 if you block, but I'd rather go with fortified assault. For the chest equipment mod, you want hardy. It increases your health by 5%. That is really good for every tank power set. For the hands equipment mod, you want regenerative shielding. This is very good when it comes to tanking. Every tank power set will benefit from this because every tank power set should have shield. The more shields you have, the better. The leg socket mods don't matter. However, the feet, I would go with deadly block on this one. Now the back equipment mod is important, but it's going to be different for every tank power set. So for ice, you want to get accelerated winter ward because it will reduce the cooldown of the main shield by 10%. For atomic, you want accelerated density. While I still got you here with atomic tanks, you also want the supercharged mass density for the head equipment mod if you're an atomic tank. For fire tanks, for your back equipment mod, you want accelerated stoked flames. Rage tanks should be using accelerated redirected rage for the back equipment mod. And finally, for the last tank power, which is earth, you want accelerated gemstone shield for the back equipment mod. Have you ever heard players say skill points don't matter? Well, they're kind of true. It depends on what you're talking about. If you're running elite content, skill points matters. But if you're running red content, they don't matter. So I'm not going to spend too much time on skill points. So with that said, if you're a rage tank, you want to start with health at your skill points and then move into dominance and then restoration. If you're atomic tank, you do the same thing. Health, dominance, restoration. If you're a fire tank, you want to go restoration, dominance, health, or a little bit of all 3. If you're earth and ice tank, you want to go all dominance, then all health, then restoration. It all depends on what power you are. You feel me?
Checkers and Rally's $4 unbeatable meal deal changes everything. Your choice of sandwich plus fries.
Under the iconic tree, you want to unlock Hard Light Shield. Every tank power needs this. For the Rage tank loadout, Rage Bringer, Severe Punishment, Eviscerating Chain, Ire, Redirected Rage, and Hard Light Shield is what you want for your loadout. For the Atomic loadout, you want Atom Splitter for the first ability. Then you want Neutrino Blast for the second. Proton Remedy for the third. Mass Density for the 4th ability, Hard Light Shield, and of course, density for the last ability. For fire tanks, you should have engulf. Then you're gonna have burning determination, stoke flames for the third ability, burnout for the fourth, emulation for the fifth, and of course, hard light shield for the last ability. For earth tank, you should have earth and grit, fortified golem, soothing sands, brick golem, gemstone shield, and of course your hard light shield. And finally, for ice, you want inescapable storm. For the second ability, you want reflection, shatter restraints for the third, hibernation supercharged for the fourth. Then you got winter ward shield, and of course hard light shield. Now, if you want to make any of those loadouts I showed you with any of the 5 power sets even stronger, just add a dash attack, third shield to your loadout. You add this supercharge in there and you put that Eye of Gemini, ooh-wee, you about to be broken. But that's if you choose to do that. You don't have to. Now that same ability, dash attack, for the speed movement tree can also be found in the flight movement tree, but it's called Dust Off, and it has a different animation. And I know what y'all saying, but Nerd of Prey, who in the world would want to use flight as a tank? It's so slow and boring, and you can't even move well with it. Well, hear me out. Flight tanks are actually broken. You just don't know how to use it. If you're a new player and you found yourself making the #1 mistake, and that is creating a character and making them flight movement mode, well, you unfortunately picked the slowest movement mode in the game. But that doesn't mean it has to be slow. All you have to do is unlock these 2 allies, the support allies, Splash and Zoom, and they'll make your flight movement mode very fast, even faster than the super speed players. But more on that later, because I'm going to show you how broken flight tanks can actually be. When it comes to artifacts, allies, skill points, gear mods, that stuff only matters in elite content. If you run reg content, especially new players, you don't need to worry about all that stuff. I'm about to show you, with all 5 powers for tanking, how you can run reg content without any tank artifacts. You can run it with DPS builds. Here's my Atomic Tune. He only has 108 skill points. That's garbage compared to a lot of players on the community. You don't need tank artifacts. You don't need hardly any of the stuff I showed you. All you need is a decent loadout, and you need to know the fundamentals of tanking, which I like to call Tanking 101, which I'm about to get into. So let's talk about it. Here's my Earth Tune, only has 94 skill points, and it's spec'd as a DPS. I mean, all my tank powers are spec'd as precision DPS because it makes it easy to switch back and forth without using armories. It's kind of like having a life hack for the game without having to spend too much money and resources. You can basically do every role. You just gotta know what you're doing. I recommend going precision, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother video. So let's move on. Here's my Ice Tune, only got about 110 skill points, and I'm switching the gear over to tank instead of DPS, and I only got DPS artifacts on them. And finally, here's my Rage Tune. I'm gonna do something different with the Rage character because this tune is actually maxed out, got a lot of skill points, and has 200 artifacts. So I'm gonna go straight DPS, no tank gear, DPS artifacts. I'm gonna use the Clarion, and we're gonna queue up here. Meps, man, get these loading screens out my face. What you doing, bruh? Now hear me out. Let me holla at you. Let me holla at you. Let me holla, 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 holla. Let me holla, 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 holla. You need to know the key fundamental facts of tanking. I like to call these facts Tanking 101 or Tank Roll 101, whatever you want to call it. So what this is, you need to know the key facts on what makes you survive as a tank. The first one is you do not want to be a slow tank. You want to be a fast tank. Here's what I mean by being a fast tank. You want to be the first one to get to the ads. You do not want to let the players in your group wait for you to get to the ads. No DPS wants to sit there and wait for the tank, the slow ass tank, to come and pull ads. You need to be there before the group is there. That way, the group doesn't have anything to complain about. I don't know if you know this, but every tank gets blamed for everything. Tanks get blamed if the healer dies. Tanks get blamed if the group dies by mechanics. It doesn't matter. If the troll is not giving you power, you get blamed for it. If the healer is not healing, the tank gets blamed for it. So in order for you to not be blamed for these things, you need to be a good tank. And one of the first things you need to do is move fast. Don't be slow. Don't park your butt and wait for the group to freaking start the boss. You need to start it. You need to be there first.
Bruh.
Another tank role 101 skill you need to learn before going out into the world of tanking is positioning. Here's a perfect example of what I mean by positioning. You gotta pull the ads. Once you pull them in, you have to make sure that your back is facing away from the group so that any damage that the enemy is inflicting upon you, it's away from the group, not hitting the group. Again, I'm gonna pull the ads and make sure that my back of my tune is facing away from the group. It's that simple. Another important strategy you need to know about when it comes to tanking is kite or kiting. This is the general information. It's a popular method of killing mobs of ads or other players by staying at a distance, using range attacks, running away whenever the enemy gets near. If you do this as a tank, you will be unstoppable. If you're still confused and don't understand, and words are not your thing, let's look at an image right here. You have little Timmy right here running around and flying a kite. Here that he's flying is you. Look like. And also, you must PvP the boss. That means if the boss tries to block break you, you must lunge him. If the boss tries to lunge you, you must block on the boss and knock him down. Doing this will allow the group to be saved. The boss will do less mechanics, less one-shots, and the boss will spend most of his time on the ground trying to get up. Also, pay attention. Look at my positioning. My back is not facing towards anybody in the group. Right here, here's Atomic Tank. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna aggro, and then I'm gonna keep my distance. I'm not gonna be right up on the boss. Why in the world will I be taking in all the hits? It makes no sense. Now, it is fun to take in hits, and I'm not saying you can't, but let's say if you have a trash healer, you're gonna sit there and take all those hits and force the healer to have to heal you over and over and over again, and then force the healer to run out of power just for healing you, and now the healer has no power to heal the rest of the group, and now the healer is gonna stress out the troll because now the troll is struggling to give the healer power because he has to heal you too much, and now the whole group is gonna die. You see what I'm talking about here? This is the fundamentals of tanking. You need to know this. If you're gonna tank, it's not just about making a loadout and sitting in front of the boss and blocking and letting the boss hit you as much as possible. The best tanks avoid the damage, not take it in. That's how tanking works. You feel me? Here's the same example now with earth tanking. I'm tanking the boss and I'm keeping my distance. Right there, it was kind of messed up. I have to get in close because I want to pop all my orbitals and I want to make sure all of the group's orbitals hit. So I'm going to stay in close and make sure I don't take much damage by popping my shields, popping some heals. But then I'm going to move back after all those orbitals hit so that I can keep my distance and not stress out the healer and then not have the healer stress out the troll and then the group won't die. See, again, the best tanks avoid the damage, not sit there and take it all in. Even though it's fun to do so, that doesn't mean you should be doing that, especially in elite raids. In elite raids, you should not be nowhere near the boss as a tank. Now, you can take those hits, especially if you got a really good loadout with really good artifacts, but that's not the case every time. You feel me? Just avoid the damage as much as possible, and you will be one of the best tanks in the game. I promise you, all right? Now, here's my rage tank. Like I said earlier, my rage tank is maxed out. I got over 860 skill points on this tune. All the artifacts are at 200. So what I did all I did is switch my role to tank, and I kept all the DPS gear the way it is and all the artifacts the way it is. All I did was switch the strategist card for the Clarion so that when I pop the weapon buff, I get an extra shield. Rage is kind of broken, one of the strongest powers in the game, but that doesn't mean it's the best power in the game. If I were to say the best tank power in the game would be Ice. Believe it or not, Ice is the best tank power in the game. It's probably the strongest tank power in the game. When it came to survival mode, Ice was literally one of the best tanks to use because Ice is probably the easiest tank to kite with. But you're going to see here in a second, especially if you're flight. Now, I don't recommend being flight as a tank because it makes you slow, but that doesn't mean you cannot do it. I know many new players pick flight. So if you are one of those new players and you pick flight, don't worry. I'm going to hook you up and I'm going to show you the sauce on what you need to do with flight if you're a tank. Now, before I move on to flight tanking, you remember little Timmy? Little Timmy's flying his kite. The kite is you, the tank, and little Timmy is the boss, Brainiac. So now I'm going to approach little Timmy and pull him in. You see little Timmy now is going to get aggro, and then I'm going to fly up in the air, and little Timmy's going to hold me in the air like I'm a kite. You see, same basic concept. Doing this will literally make you immune to damage. A lot of people underestimate flight because it's slow, but it doesn't have to be slow. If you use the two speedsters, you know, you can move faster with flight, especially if you get grounded. One of the speedsters lets you fly quicker when it coming out of combat or coming out of being grounded. Like right here, you see I got grounded, but I rose right back up into the air because, you know, them speedsters, they're OP when it comes to flight. If you're going to be flight, I recommend using the two speedsters, but that also kind of nerfs you. That's why I do not recommend flight. But you can use it, and it's actually pretty powerful if you know how to use it. I mean, look at this. I'm taking barely any damage up here. Nothing's hitting me, and I can do this the whole fight. You can do this in Elite too. It just makes you a little slower, that's all. But other than that, it's the same basic concept. You keep your distance, you keep the boss between you and a short distance, and if the boss comes near you, you just move opposite to where the boss moved, and then you move back and forth. If the boss moved towards you, then you go towards the opposite direction. If the boss comes close to you in that opposite direction, you see I'm moving back, then you move again to the opposite direction. And you keep on doing this over and over again until the DPSs kill the boss. It's that simple, y'all. Now, this one right here is really important. After defeating the first boss, you need to go in the chat and apologize for being a squishy tank to the group. Doing this will make the group accept you more. Don't ask me why, it's just how this game works. Everybody always blames the tank, and if you apologize beforehand for being a squishy tank, you won't get blamed for it. And finally, before I end the video, I just want to show you briefly how to handle ads as a flight tank. Again, you want to be there first. You do not want to be slow. Get to the ads immediately, pull them, and face your tune away from the group. That means put your back away from the group like you're going to see right here. Go over here, you face away from the group, and now the enemy is attacking you, and none of the damage the enemy is inflicting upon you is going to hit the group because you're facing away from them. To do this, you just need to face your back away from the group. I can't stress this enough. I see so many tanks pulling aggro on ads, and then they pull the ads towards the group, and then now the ads are beating up everybody. It's hilarious. You don't need a tank like that. As you can see, just keep the ads in one spot, put your back away from the group, and everybody will be safe. With that said, that's it for this video. If I continue, this video will probably be an hour long. I might condense this into other clips in the future. I don't know. We'll find out. But with that said, I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
See ya in the future.
That belongs to Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you
So let's just get into it. Let's just.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Daily Planet News. Spittle is tired today, but it's okay.
No, Max, I love you, man.
Oh, you love me. I see. Like a friend, right?
Nah, like I really love you, man.
But yes, you mean you love me like, wait, what are you doing? You touching my shoulder now?
Yeah, man, it feels pretty sharp, man.
Yeah, well, welcome to the show, everyone, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Spittle's gonna give us the rundown now.
Bruh.
What's good, this is your homeboy Spittles, back with another rundown from the Daily Planet News. This week on the rundown, we have a lot to unpack. We have a producer letter on July 2024's. We also have the July 2024 rewards. We have Brainiac Aftershock. We also have exclusive details of episode 48. You don't want to miss it. And so much more. So without further ado, let's talk about it.
We finally have another producer letter from our new producer, Kendrick White. If you do not know who Kendrick White is, here's a small clip of him talking about his mustache on the last live stream.
Can you make up for it with the mustache? Because this mustache is incredible. Thank you.
If you want, it's its own character.
Here's our producer letter. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's talk about it. Our new producer, Ken, says, hello, DC Universe Online. It's Ken, again, back with another update. In this update, he tells us about all the new hires here at Daybreak Games. They got a new development director, a new senior artist, a lead designer, and so much more. Wow! What's cooking? Xbox Series XS and episode 48. That's what's cooking. Let's smell. What do you think they're cooking? Do you smell what The Rock is cooking? I can smell what The Rock is cooking. The Rock is cooking new content that is copied and paste because look, it's Barda. Episode 48. What we can tell you at this time is that the story follows the reckless adventures of a beloved anti-hero, Barda, and you can expect her boyfriend, Mr. Wonder Miracle Boy, to be here as well. All the copied and paste content from the Lockdown DLC. Hooray!
Bruh.
Let's take a look at this artwork from episode 48. Of course, this is all in the works, but look, this open world artwork looks pretty good. None of this looks copied and paste, does it? Well, maybe the buildings in the background and the blimp, but who knows? Maybe this DLC is good, and we'll see Darkseid again. Episode 48 big title reveal will be announced on July 26, 2024 at the Comic-Con in San Diego. Be there or be square. Listen up, DCUO community. Big announcement. Weekly resets. Weekly resets will now be shifting from Thursdays to Tuesdays starting July 16th. Get ready, everyone, because on July 16th, we're going to have Brainiac Returns Aftershock. What does this mean? Well, this includes a brand new open world boss, one weekly mission, 2 new artifacts, which are the artifacts that have been bugged and being worked on the test server for this whole time. We also have new rewards for the vendors, and we have 2 times Bizarro samples. Hooray! That is our double for next week. This also includes new feats and new drops and collection rewards. So be there or be square. And finally, leading up to episode 48, we're prepping numerous events and giveaways. You'll get to enjoy Homecoming, the Year of the Dragon, and Batman Day, and so much more. Producer Kendrick says, until next time, see you again before the end of the year.
In other news, we have the July 2024 rewards. We have this new accessory that you can change the colors on. And of course, we have the, what is this, the Mastermind style. It's an enhanced version. So enjoy, everybody, and please give us your money for the membership.
But it's how we've been able to fund the game so far.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got.
I'm from the 25th century.
I got. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey, it's me, your favorite community manager, Maps. And we're back with another Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Here is Spittle with a rundown of what we can expect from the Daily Planet News Dump.
What's good, DC? It's your homeboy Spittles, back with another rundown from the Daily Planet News. This week on the News Dump, find out how us here at Daybreak Games use allies to balance powers. Let's talk about it. Test server update for July 18th is here, everyone. We got exclusive footage with Rev 5 of Homecoming and our new Starfire ally. Let's talk about it. And for our last news story, I had to force Daybreak to delete my account permanently. You do not want to miss this news story. Now I'm going to pass it back over to Mex. Let's talk about it.
Get ready, all you test server slaves. We have a test server update for July 18th, 2024. Let's talk about it. Go into the test server and test out the Homecoming event for us with 3 new feats. Make sure that the game is running well for us here at the Daybreak Games so that we don't have to pay our developers to do it. So we have the new Homecoming with 3 new feats, and we also added a new ally, Starfire. Our developers here at Daybreak Games are using allies to balance the game. We're going to use allies to balance powers, especially might DPS. You don't believe me? Look at this. It says using a weapon buff ability now grants might buff and a precision debuff. What?
Bruh.
You see, what this ally is doing is helping might players keep up with precision players. You see, precision is faster than might. Yes, might hits harder when it comes to numbers, but precision is faster. And if a power is faster, it's going to put out more numbers up there. So us here at Daybreak Games are going to balance the playing field. We have a new Starfire ally, and now your weapon buff for precision with this ally can now be turned into a might buff for might players. This is how us here at Daybreak Games balance the playing field and balance the game. You don't believe me that we're using balancing techniques with allies and artifacts? Well, let's hear it from the developers themselves.
Is there anything you can mention in terms of balancing for powers not tied to artifacts or allies?
No. Just there's something to think about.
No, he's just cutting out.
No, shut up. I'm kidding. But I'm not.
Bruh.
I hate to be the one to say I told you so, but I told you so. Now we're going to pass it over to Red 5 with exclusive footage of the test server.
Hey DC, it's me, Red 5, on the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 to 9, balding all the time. Let's talk about it. So as you already know, on the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 to 9, we have a new ally, and it's Starfire. And Starfire pretty much has 3 abilities like all the other legendary allies. She has a combat ability where she comes in and shoots some boogers at the enemies. And then she has 2 passive abilities, on the grind all the time. One of the passive abilities is for controller role, and then the other one is for might players. Now might players will be able to keep up with precision players because us here at Daybreak Games use allies to balance the game. Let's talk about it. Now let's call in Starfire. I did 1 initial test on 5 targets. Let's see what this bad girl can do. How much damage you got, homegirl? Let's see. She's gonna come in, she's gonna shoot some green boogers at the enemies, right? And then she's gonna throw a snot bubble right at the middle. And bam, she did all that damage. Look at this, 588,000. And then she has an additional tick right here for about 490,000. That's 1 million damage out on like 5 targets. That's OP. On the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Now, along with this new ally, we have the Homecoming event on the test server. So, we on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. So, we do have 3 feats, but only 2 of them are showing up on the test server because we having some technical difficulties. So, you get a 1-star feat for collecting the royal set and a 2-star feat for the material on the grind. Now let's move on to the vendor. So we got the disco ball material, which I'm not going to show you because I'm on the grind all the time. And we also added a new collection which gets you a new emote. And then we added these two styles. We have the Tamarian Royal Chest style and the Tamamarian Royal Plants or Pants. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on the grind all the time on the grind. Prime time, 6 and 9, whatever potatoes down and down.
Bruh.
In other news, a player wrote an entire essay on the forums saying that he had to force Daybreak to delete his account. This player claims that he is very addicted to the game, that he spends $10,000s and thousands of dollars on booster bundles, time capsules, you name it. This player even went as far as to delete his account, and his character's book keeps on reinstalling the game. He can't get over it. He can't stop. He even tried to get banned and said some bad words on the forum.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sounds like that player wants attention. Right here, Ranmaru doesn't even believe his story. He says, oh, cool story. Ranmaru goes on and basically says he had no excuse to say all those bad words on the game just to try to get Daybreak to delete his account. And he says a couple other stuff right here. He says, I have some thoughts on the matter as a person, but in favor of being fair.
Shut up, Greg.
This post was so touching that our community manager over at EverQuest, Angeliana, had to address the situation. She says, for anyone experiencing the same issue, I see you. Please reach out to me, and we can chat. I promise to listen and help wherever I can.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Death cannot stop me. Shall we play a game? Ready? Go. Rock, paper.
Brainiac. Brainiac totally beats whatever you picked.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Well, hello. Welcome to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Let me holla at you. Let me holla at you. Let me holla, 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 holla. Let me holla, 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 holla. Let me holla, 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 holla. Let me holla, holla. Max, back off, bro. Go get Red 5. Let's talk about it.
Hey you, it's me, Red 5, on the grind all the time, prime time 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. I got my cat with me. I named my cat Max because, you know, Max be meowing all the time. Let's talk about it. This week on the rundown, I'm on the grind all the time, balding all the time. That's why I'm Red 5. We have a Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse title reveal. We also have the Dr. Fate's daily rewards. Let's talk about it. And we also have the event of Starfire. Let's talk about it. On the grind, all the time, prime time 6 and 9. Balling all the time. Hi, Mom.
For our first news story, we have the Dr. Fate's daily rewards for August 2024. Let's talk about it. So right here, you got the new month, new rewards. You got your Unlawful Justice Slimline Pack. You're gonna look gravy, gonna look salty, you're gonna look pretty good. I don't even know why I said salty, but like Red 5 said, he's on the grind all the time. We got this garbage for you, so give us money.
In other news, hey, Nerd of Prey, can I borrow $20 from you?
$10? What do you need $5 for?
Bruh.
We finally got a title reveal for the new DLC in September, and it's Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse. Now, I know what y'all saying. Ew, what is this garbage? Nobody asked for this. Well, hear me out. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Us here at Daybreak Games, we need to get our ESG scores up. If you don't know what that is, maybe you should go do some research. Feel me? In other news, we got the advent of Starfire. This is basically the homecoming event with the new ally. And of course, we got Starfire. You already know about her. Us here at Daybreak Games, we're using allies and artifacts to fix the game, you know, because we need to get paid somehow. And if you don't know what we mean by this, well, you see right here, Starfire will be available on the marketplace. Haha, pay attention to that. We also got 20% off of entire Allies marketplace tabs, and you'll be able to enjoy 2 times Ally favor drops from July 30th through August 5th, so don't miss that out, you know what I'm saying? Those of you who can AFK farm, you better be doing it, you feel me? You holla, holla, holla. And of course, we added the new vendor event rewards, the disco ball material, the royal chest pants, and the freaking chest style. We also got this mesmerizing singing bowl. We got this new collection, you feel me, that can cost some money if you're smart enough and know how to sell it. It gives you this emote right here, you feel me? And finally, for our last news story, Angeliana says hello. It has come to our attention that the newest ally, Starfire, was not populated to the loyalty points vendor or the cyborg vendor. Starfire will be added to these vendors with restarts on Friday morning. That's because we have a skeleton crew here at Daybreak Games, and we want to take advantage, you feel me? We want the thirsty players to buy Starfire for these couple of few days before we put her in the game for free. You feel me? That's how we make money here at Daybreak Games. Thank you for watching the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. And don't forget, this is Double Ally Favor Week, so go get that freaking currency, you feel me? Because Daybreak Games put a timer on XP. It's the only game that does that. Maps back off, you just rub my leg, bro. I don't roll that way.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Pretzel crust from Little Caesars is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Until now. Because stuffed pretzel crust is even...
You know, Gotham City.
So let's just get into it. Let's just.
Hello! Welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. I'm your host, Nerd of Prey, and let's talk about it. Let's holla at you. Let me holla at you. Let me holla at you. Let me holla, 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 holla. Maps, what are you doing here, bruh? Didn't we fire you? Didn't you get laid off? What is going on, bruh? Let's talk about it. Alright, so we're gonna dive right in because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to unpack. Let's talk about it. So right here we have the Teen Titans Judas Contract episode Spotlight. So from August 13th, 2024 through Monday, August 19th, 2024, players can enjoy double source marks when completing instances in this garbage. In other news, we also have a new artifact Red Tornado Distribution module. This artifact can only be acquired if you are a tank power, so if you're a healer power or a troll power, you cannot buy this artifact from the vendor. And the reason why this is so is because we do not want the player base to abuse this like they did the Eye of Gemini. But I digress. Let's talk about it. Along with the release of this new artifact, we have a marketplace sale for 20% off the entire artifacts tab from August 13, 2024 through Monday, August 19, 2024. You would think that we would release double artifact XP, right? But you see, it's all about money. We need all of y'all to spend your money in the marketplace because guess what? The speed hackers and most of this community is the reason why you're probably never going to get double artifact XP again. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. If you want to know why we're never going to get double artifact XP again, well, it's because of this. It's because of the speed hackers. It's because of the PC community. You see, PC can still speed hack an AFK farm with a macro program on the PC. You see, all they need to do is find a programmer to sell them a hack. And the hack, all it has to have is a 5-minute delay. And that'll bypass the 5-minute loot lock timer that us here at Daybreak Games put into the game to prevent exploitation. The only problem is it only prevented the console players from doing this. The speed hackers on PC can still do the exploit, no problem. It hasn't changed. It's laughable. You see, we make all this money here at Daybreak Games, but we don't install an anti-cheat. And if you ask us why we don't install an anti-cheat, we're going to give you a BS excuse about it's not going to be compatible with the hardware. It might make it all crumble.
Bruh.
Have you ever wondered why you can't trade catalysts like Artifact Catalyst or Ally Catalyst with PC players? Well, it's because of exploitation, because they can do this, right? Have you ever wondered why we can't reset each other? You know, PC players can't reset PlayStation players can't use replay badges to reset PC players. Well, it's because of this. You see, PC players can exploit, and us here at Daybreak Games, we can't stop them. We could only slow them down. See, but we can stop the PlayStation community for benefiting from these PC players. You see, because what's happening here, you see, what you have to understand is all the top leagues. I mean, you name them. I'm not going to name any names here, but all the top leagues, there's at least one player in there that has a PC, and they hack. You see, they'll beat the raids legit and get the footage for you and be like, look, we could beat the raids legit. But when it comes down to farming and getting resources and getting down to business to make DC cash, it's all about speed hacking. And all of these top leagues have at least one of them.
Your favorite movies and TV are on YouTube. Enjoy the latest releases. Get MGM Plus, Max, Paramount Plus, and more. Find your favorite movies and TV on YouTube.
You don't believe me? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. Let's talk about you proving me wrong about it. Can you prove me wrong about it? I don't think so. Let's talk about you trying to prove me wrong about it. I have 13 years of experience on it. Let's talk about it. You see, what you need to understand that this goes deeper than what you know. The reason why the 5-minute loop dot timer got put into the game to begin with is because of the speed hackers themselves. Let me explain. Let's talk about talking about this. Talk about it. Let's talk about this garbage about it. So check me out. Let me holler at you. Listen, bruh, these speed hackers will straight up go on Discord and sell a spot to other speed hackers. And when enough money was made from all of these other speed hackers buying up the spot and location to do this on, that speed hacker that sold them the spot, he'll go and report it to the developers. And then the developers, us here at Daybreak Games, will remove the raid. And when the raid is removed, well, all those speed hackers don't have a spot. Well, here comes that speed hacker coming up with a brand new spot to sell to them. And then when they all know it, he'll report it again. This is why it was leaked. This is why the developers found out. Let's talk about it. Prove me wrong about it, because you don't even know what you're talking about it.
Bruh.
This is why we took out trading Artifact XP. Us here at Daybreak Games was losing a lot of money. You see, because these speed hackers can AFK farm and pop nth metal detectors, and then they get 999 stacks, and then they sell those stacks and advertise that they can get your artifact from 0 to 200 if you pay them like 3 billion DC cash. We was losing money, and we had to get rid of it. That's why. Prove me wrong. Let's talk about you trying to prove me wrong about it. In conclusion, the speed hackers can still do this. The speed hackers actually, some of them, they like to run their mouths a lot on Discord. And the same speed hacker that was selling spots like this in the past, and then when he ran out of customers because they all had a spot, you know, so he needs to make money somehow, so you need to report the spot to the developers so that your customers don't have a spot to farm, so that they come back to you and buy another spot. Yeah, that hacker is now trying to sell a duplication glitch all over Discord. So like these hackers, it's like when you speak with some of these hackers, they got all this power and they don't even know what they're doing with it. And a lot of them just are really childish. It's like they little kids. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they're doing. They don't even know how to run the market with these hacks. I only know, the reason why I know is because they have all this power, bro, and they come at me and talking about they want to buy DC cash. That's why I know. I sell them the damn DC cash. And a lot of them are in leagues, like top leagues. Like, you wouldn't even believe what leagues they're in. Now, for all you console players, listen up. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you.
You can AFK farm without a macro, without a PC, without any of that garbage. I know several spots. I'm not going to show you all of them in this video because it's a lot of information. Again, if you want to see how to AFK farm legit without hacking, without all this garbage, just holler at me in the comment section below. I might make a video, you know, AFK farming Nth Metal and Ally Favor in 2024. But all you need to do is find a spot like this. I'm in Gotham City. You do not get clamped in Gotham City. This is old school Gotham City. You feel me? And all you gotta do is take a rubber band or a hair tie, you feel me? And you wrap it around a old controller that probably has stick drift that you don't really play with no more, you feel me? And you wrap it around that R1 button and boom, you block. And these ads are so squishy. They hit you, it's like a tickle, and then boom, you get XP. This is how you AFK farm. However, if you get too close to the NPCs down by the bridge, you can't AFK, it'll disconnect you. I don't know why the open world disconnects you. There is spots and instances that you can do this in. I'm not going to show
Harley
you
Quinn got
in this
recruited by
video.
some
Like I
insane
said,
grandma from
if
another
you guys
planet
ask
into a
for it
girl
in the
called
comment section
Furious.
below,
Things
I
went
might show
pear-shaped
y'all.
and old
But
Granny made
again,
her
do
fetch
not
this thing
spend
called
your
a
money
splinter
on
of
this
destiny.
garbage game for
Here we
XP
are
packs.
now.
Don't get fooled by that pyramid
Step
scheme.
one,
All you
convince
need
a
to do
parademon to
is
reveal
take
Harley's
your
location.
freaking controller, wrap a
Step
rubber
two,
band or a
persuade
hair
said
tie
parademon to tell
around it,
Harley's
around your R1,
Wherever.
and just sit out there and block. And these
Step
ads will
three,
get killed,
find
you'll get
Harley.
money, you'll get
Rock,
XP,
rock.
and
No,
you
you
can
won't.
just leave your PlayStation 4 running all night, and it'll just get you XP. And when you wake up the next day, you got all this stuff to spend on your artifacts and your allies, you feel me? So, with that said, let me holler at you, let's talk about it, let me talk about talking about it. I'ma catch you on the next one, I'm out.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
It's a big match for the National Women's Soccer League, and only the best will win.
Just Godzilla bankroll, stones of Chile on. No, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazers, stay rolling with vengeance. My arch is crafty dogs. Why y'all stuck on Laffy Taffy? Wondering, get past me. I've been doing this before. Now it's dropping nasty.
Sting them for Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey yo, it's your homegirl Nerd of Prey. In this special video, I'm gonna show you an artifact exploit that's been known to us here at Daybreak Games, but we do nothing about it because it's part of our business model. Let me holler at you, let me holla. Max, please back off, don't go down there, bruh. It looks like roast beef and it smells like hot dog water. Let's talk about it. Listen up, my wonderful DC community. Before I get into the artifact exploit and show you what it is, I want to discuss a few things about our artifact exploit business model here at Daybreak Games. You see, in the past, what we would do, we will let an artifact be broken, let the player base exploit it. The player base that knows about it, they'll share it amongst each other, amongst leagues, and then all these players invest money and time into ranking it up to 200. The last time this was done, it was the Eye of Gemini. Us here at Daybreak Games literally left that artifact broken for 5 years or so, and we let the community exploit it. See, during the course of 5 years of the community exploiting the artifact, word got around, and us here at Daybreak Games made a lot of money because the players that like to exploit these artifacts and their benefits and bonuses,
They basically tell it amongst each other and they all rank it up. It's kind of like having the player base advertise a broken artifact for us here at Daybreak Games so that the player base then takes their money, hard-earned money from working all their lives and basically spend it on these artifacts. Because, you know, it takes about $300 to rank up one artifact from 0 to 200 if you choose the marketplace to skip everything.
What did I tell you?
Can you say pay to win? Because that's how we get paid here at Daybreak Games.
Let's roll.
Now, when the word gets out and enough players have spent their time and money on this artifact, talking about Aya Gemini in particular, well, us here at Daybreak Games will then nerf it. And by nerfing it, the player base will try to find another meta, another broken artifact for us here at Daybreak Games to make even more money. But I digress. And now that brings me to the current meta and broken artifact exploit that's going around right now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. Before we get to the nitty-gritty, itty-bitty-titty confetti committee, we have to go on LFG chat because all the juicy conversations happen late at night when all the children go to sleep. So right here you'll see Century 1610 says, Obsidian doesn't say one word about orbital arc glitch. What is this orbital arc glitch Obsidian Shield is gatekeeping about? Well, you see, that's exactly what Obsidian Shield is. He's a gatekeeper, an exploiter, a speed hacker. He runs a virtual machine. Anybody that knows how to run a virtual machine on PC knows how to run macros and knows how to run speed hacks. But I digress. Let's talk about it. Now let me take you on a little trip down memory lane. This is a post from December 6, 2019. I bear that in mind. In this post, this player right here talks about the Dead King Scepter and how it's broken because it doesn't really proc with different styles of orbital strikes. But that's not what you want to pay attention to. If you scroll down to about like the 9th post, let me holler at you, let me holler at you, let me holler at you, let me holler, 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 holler. Scroll down about to the 9th post and you about to see the juicy itty-bitty-titty confetti that I'm talking about. The Dead King Scepter is being swapped in and out during a channeling power, continuously refreshing the orbital assistance indefinitely. Swapping it in and out is refreshing the proc chance so players are able to exploit this to get more proc chances and get for far longer than intended. Get rid of the orbital assistance and just make the orbital do 10% more damage on casting it. This is creating the worst type of playstyle and is artificially inflating player damage numbers and their egos as well. Let's talk about it. I also want to point out that this was posted on August 3rd, 2024, so it was relatively recently. And this was on the same post that I just showed you from 2019.
How long have I been streaming?
But I digress. Let's talk about it. Now, before I show you what this looks like in game
2
on
hours.
Sparring Target, let's talk about that King Scepter. Right here, you
Been
can
streaming
see
since
orbital
5 a.m.
assistance. Chance on hit to call down an orbital beam dealing additional damage to target. When it's maxed out, it says for 30 seconds after calling for an orbital strike, orbital assistance will happen more frequently. Forget about calling the orbital strike because you don't even need an orbital strike at all to get this to proc. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. Let's talk about you trying to prove me wrong about it. Bruh. Now that that's all out of the way, we can take a look at what this exploit looks like in game. You're going to see right here that this player is Munitions. Pay attention. Munitions is broken, especially with this artifact exploit. But pay attention to the trinket belt. This player does not have an orbital strike on, but it can still proc if you swap it. So, Munitions, when he goes into the minigun, this player will just start swapping the Dead King Scepter back and forth with Yvonne, as you can see. And you will see that it procs every time this player swaps over and over again.
When making cups like this and using your vinyl, I always get the question of how I feel my cups after to protect them. Quick and short answer is I don't. First and most important step that I do is make sure that I apply alcohol to my cup before actually applying the vinyl decal. This will ensure that there's no grease, no residue left on your cup, gives the best chance for your vinyl to actually stick to the cup.
That it procs every time this player swaps over and over again. Let's watch this one more time. Right here, this player is going to pop their minigun or chain gun, whatever it is, and then they're going to go in their inventory. You're going to see them swapping the
artifact back and forth, and you can see the beam right up there, right above. You're just procking over and over and over again. This is the cheese. This is the latest cheese in the game. Us here at Daybreak Games, we're gonna let this exploit go on for however many years. The player base is gonna share it amongst themselves. You're gonna have our Obsidian shill on the Creator Club basically gatekeep it, not show it to nobody, and basically amongst themselves, they're gonna tell it themselves how all about this, which that's what they've been doing, and us here at Daybreak Games make a ton of money. You see, without this artifact is worthless. Without this exploit, we don't get nobody to invest into it. So we have to leave it like this until it gets out to the point where we have to address it. And then, you know, that's boring because now we're gonna have to nerf it. Everybody's gonna be upset and boo-hoo, but then they'll just find another artifact to do this with. It's an endless cycle that will never work. It will never stop. It's just this game is trash. I don't know what to tell y'all. I mean, we can easily fix this artifact swapping by locking everybody out of their inventory, swapping gear and everything, just like every MMO does when you go into combat. But I digress. Let's talk about it. Bruh. In conclusion, this is nothing new. This has been going on for years. It's just another artifact, another nerf. And then with another nerf, the player base is just going to find another exploit. I don't really know what else to say on this topic. If y'all want to exploit this artifact, go ahead, do it up. I don't recommend spending your money to get this up there really fast just to do this. But if that's what you want to do with this game, go ahead. Keep this cycle going. Keep this toxicity going. Because the CEOs at EG7 see y'all. They see y'all. They see you spending your money on this garbage. They see y'all spending your money on booster bundles. They see y'all spending your money on time capsules. If you keep on spending your money this way, you will never see change with this game. And this game right now is being used to fund EverQuest 3. What do you think's gonna happen when EverQuest 3 comes out in 2028 or whatever the heck they got planned for it? What do you think's gonna happen to DC Universe Online, huh? What do you think's gonna happen? You think it's gonna keep on going on forever? No, it won't. You guys gotta wake up. I mean, I don't know, go outside and touch some grass or something. Man, if you just boycott the marketplace for just maybe a year, maybe these devs will get a clue. All they need to do is take off. Man, I don't even want to freaking talking about it. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I'm freaking out, bro. Let's talk about it.
I got you stuck off the realness.
You should not
have stuck off the realness. I got
foolish
weakling. I got you stuck off the realness.
Ooh. You will bleed for this.
I'm programmed with essential 21st century smack talk. Your mother
is fond of Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it.
Hey yo, welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla at you, let me holla, 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 holla. Maps, please go get the rundown, bro. I'm choking. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it.
Hey, it's your favorite community manager, Theodore Tenstone Maps. And this week on the Daily Planet News, we have an amazing rundown. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. I'm glad I'm talking about it. So let's talk about what you talked about it. Let's talk about you talking about this, talking about you talking about what you talked about. Let's talk about it.
Dedication to different character things. Listen, thank you that I got here.
This week on the rundown, we have great news. The test servers are finally open, and the new DLC is live. We're going to be taking an extensive look with Red 5 at the exclusive footage on test server of the new DLC, Harley Quinn vs. Apocalypse. Red 5 will be taking us through the new open world, showing us the vendors, and of course the new solo. Just look at this cutscene. Let's take a listen at this great masterpiece work that we're doing here at Daybreak Delusional Inc.
If it's gonna get fun, such is the nature of conquest. The billions you speak of have but one purpose: to die for Doxa.
Bruh.
Also this week on the Rundown, we're going to be covering past and current events like Year of the Dragon and the new Resurgence Mega Capsule. Find out how us here at Daybreak Games are turning channels like Obsidian Chill into the new multiverse. Let's talk about it.
Hey you, it's me, Red 5, all the time, on the grind, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi Mom, let's talk about it. So we have a test server update on August 30th, 2024. It's episode 48, Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse. It's live on test server. Let's talk about it. So right here we have a new open world missions and the bounty. We also have the new solo, a new alert, and a new raid. It looks like we only have one raid, not two, but maybe we will have two. Let's talk about it. As of right now, the known issues, we have feats currently turned off. The new artifacts will launch next week.
Asking for it.
We have new artifacts, so that means there will be no double artifacts that you
will
ever
believe for
again.
this.
You hear me? It will not happen because we have new artifacts coming out. And you know, when that happens, we're not going to release a double artifact XP with people hoarding XP and saving their own artifacts to consume. We won't make no money. Let's talk about it. So we're going to start off with the vendor because I'm on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. So as you can see, we have this new gear with this new style. The gear requirements for the CR is 437, item levels at 400, and you get all these nice, juicy stats. The new style is called Bully Buster, and it's inspired by, I'm not really sure, I think Marta, or no, Harley Quinn. Yeah, Harley Quinn, right here, you see the hammer. It looks pretty cool.
You will believe for this.
I hope you guys enjoy this. And, yeah, we on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. So now we in the open world. By the way, this is just basically Flashpoint Gotham City, but don't tell anybody I told you that. So right here we have Red Tool. This is our new NPC, and he's looking gravy. He's looking stylish because he's on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. So now, as you can see, we are in Flashpoint Gotham City, but it's heavily modded. Now we can call it Apocalypse Gotham City. And I'm very proud of our Daybreak developers here because they utilize the copy and paste tool very effectively. As you can see, we have vines growing out, Apocalypse is destroying everything. I'm Red 5 on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom, let's talk about it.
You were asking for it.
Now we have a bunch of NPCs we added to give you plenty of missions. We have Big Barter right here. Also, Commissioner Gordon's on the corner. He's on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Let's talk about it. We also have the Huntress right here. She's perched on this building. She's looking at something. I think she's guarded. Don't tell nobody about that. And right here, of course, you gotta have Harley Quinn. I mean, let's talk about it. Real quickly on the on-duty, as we can see here, we only have one raid, one alert, and one solo. Because I'm Red 5 on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. And finally, we have a quick preview of the solo right here. You have Red Tool sneaking around like he's Batman, and you basically get to be his sidekick. He's Robin. He's Red 5 on the grind all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. And then you got Big Barter right here getting beat up by Harley Quinn's ears or her earrings. Man, who designed this? This looks goofy. On the grind all the time. Let's talk about it. But yeah, that's basically it for the test server preview of Harley Quinn vs. Apocalypse. This is episode 48. I hope you guys enjoy, and this is Red 5 on the grind all the time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. And finally, we have a server downtime Wednesday, September 4th, 2024. This downtime is to prepare for future content. Downtime is expected to last 5 hours. Let's talk about it. If you want to know when the DLC comes out, it's either 1 to 2 weeks after the release on test server. So that'll be either September 10th or September 17th. Max, back to you. Let's talk about it.
In other news, we have Celebrate Year of the Dragon with giveaways. Let's talk about it. So on August 27, 2024, when you log in, you can get this free style. It's basically these horns that you see right there. And then we added these other styles in the current DLC vendor. And we've got these dragon guys. And of course, you have 2 times Bizarro sample drops from August 27th till September 9th. And, of course, the bonus reward. All right, let's talk about it.
In other news, let me holler at you, holla. So we have the Resurgence Mega Capsule. I don't recommend spending your money on this, but if this is what you like to do in the game, we have a 20% off sale for you from August 27th till September 2nd, 2024. Here's the new styles from this Resurgent Capsule, and here's all the old capsules that come with it, and this is all the percentages. This is how we gamble with the children here at Daybreak Games, because we need to bring in the big bucks, you feel me? And then we also have this Creator League Club of YouTubers. We don't want you to learn how to play the game for free, so we're going to get these YouTubers, Obsidian Shield, Multiverse Meta Knight, to promote the game with styles for us. It's kind of like window shopping. It's kind of like advertising the game for us. We turned Obsidian Shield into the new Multiverse. Let's talk about it. So here's Multiverse. All this channel does is show you the styles and how they spend real life money on all these styles and time capsules. This channel doesn't show you how to play the game for free. This channel doesn't show you how to utilize builds and not spend your real life money on artifacts. All this channel does is show you styles and how to spend your real life money on this garbage. Window shop and then ask mommy and daddy for some money so that you can buy this. And then us here at Daybreak Games make a lot of money. That's how we pay the bills. Now you see right here, Obsidian Chill is now doing the same thing.
Seems
Obsidian Chill is now Multiverse 2.0. He's showing you how to spend marketplace cash, Daybreak bucks, and buy booster bundles. And here goes the styles, just like Multiverse. You see, us here at Daybreak Games made this creator club so that we can promote channels like this to you that doesn't really show you how to play the game for free, don't show you any exploits, they don't really show you anything, just show you how to spend the money. They right here, if you're in the creator club, you have early access to the test server now. If you're not in the creator club, your account is not authorized to access the game at this time. This is how we censor the channels telling you the truth. We're trying to get all of your attention over to the channels that shill for us, that makes us money, versus the channels that show you how to play the game for free. You see, YouTube censors the truth, but it promotes, the algorithm promotes the lies. This is a known fact. Do a little research and you will know this, but I digress. Let's freaking talk about it. Thanks for talking about it. I love talking about it. I love talking about Daybreak, cleaning my pockets about it. Let's sell your grandma's jewelry to spend on our game artifacts about it. Let's garbage about it. Let's talk about how garbage this is talking about it.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
See you in the future.
That belongs to Brainiac.
I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just.
Hey yo, it's your homegirl Nerd of Prey, and welcome back to the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. So let me holler at you, 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 let me holler at you. Maps, I just queefed and it smells like the sea down there, bruh. It smells like fishes. Go get Red 5 for the rundown. Let's talk about it.
Hello, heroes and villains. It's me, Red 5, on the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. So I have the rundown for the Daily Planet News this week. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. I'm glad I get to talk about it. I think my cat back here likes that I'm talking about it. Do you like that I'm talking about it? Let's talk about how I like talking about how I can talk about how I can talk about it. Let's talk about it. This week on the rundown, we got a lot to get into. So let's talk about it. On the grind, all the time, prime time, 6 and 9. Hi, Mom. So right here, you got an episode spotlight coming out to you this week. And we have another sale in the marketplace. Man, we really try to pump out these sales. We need this money, you feel me? And of course, we got your Dr. Fate's rewards for September 2024. Let's talk about it. Investors are demanding EG7 to be sold. What does this mean for the future of DC Universe Online? Let's talk about it. And finally, we have the April to June 2024 EG7 report, and it's not looking good, man. The numbers are all in the negative. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it.
Hey, it's your favorite community manager, Theodore Texto Maps. And this week we got your Dr. Fate September rewards. You got this garbage owl suit, we got escape inmate style, and we added this Xenotheum mask. Hooray! With this garbage slimline. So give us your money for membership, because we really need it right now. The numbers do not look good. They're all in the negative. Let's talk about it. In other news, we have another episode spotlight and a super flare sale. What is this super flare sale? Let's talk about it. So, from Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024 to September 9th, 2024, players can enjoy double tarot cards when completing exorcism missions in the Justice League Dark Curse. Let's talk about it. We have this super flare sale. So, everybody gets a 20% off within all the purchases in the marketplace when you buy emotes, styles, auras, materials, movement styles, upgrades, and toys. You see, we need money because all the numbers are negative. So to discuss this more, I'm going to pass it over to Nerd of Prey. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it.
The EG7 report is here, everybody, and the numbers don't look good. Let's talk about it. So as you already know, EG7 owns Daybreak Games, and along with all the games that Daybreak Games runs, and you know how we break games. And so right here, you're going to see all the numbers are in the negative. This was expected. This has actually happened all across the board. Nobody needs to panic right now. DC Universe is still making tons of money along with Daybreak Games. They bring in about $1 billion a year. It's ridiculous. But regardless, you can see that the numbers are in the negative for the first quarter of the year. The only reason why this is so is because, I mean, all the layoffs happened at the beginning of the year. It was expected. I mean, this happened to Sony, this happened to Microsoft, this happened to Steam, you name it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. In case you didn't know, meet the CEO of EG7 and Daybreak Games, G-Ham, or as I like to call him, Jet Li, Bruce Lee, or Jackie Chan. This is the guy responsible for all the issues we have with DC Universe Online. He's the reason why it's very pay to win. Right here you see he says, job losses and years over sale declines affected many peers. EG7 remains well positioned to weather such market. So Jackie Chan here is very confident. He's got 2 inches of heart deep. So he knows that the market isn't going to affect them. The negative numbers don't mean nothing because they make about $3 billion net revenue per year. I mean, that's an insane amount of money. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. So let's talk about how DC is going to talk about talking about how DC's broke about it. Now, I'm not going to go over much of this report or the numbers because it's very boring, but right here I want to highlight that they're talking about Daybreak Games and how DCUO's new episode 47 Brainiac Returns did not reach the anticipated level of players engagement. Now, of course, we know why this was the case. The DLC was not bad. The raids were not bad either. I actually enjoy the raids. The problem with the DLC is the server issues. PlayStation 5 still sucks. You get into close proximity with people in the watchtower and everything starts getting choppy. I mean, most players are playing on PS4 on the PlayStation 5. We literally got a next-gen console, but we're still playing the PS4 version because the PS5 version just sucks. I'm sorry, but that's the case. Not to mention the lag, bro. There's still lag spikes today in the dang new raids. Well, how is anybody enjoying the game when there's lag spike after lag spike after lag spike? So yeah, that really affected performance in the servers, and nobody's gonna want to play if the servers aren't up to date or running good. So fix the servers. If you want players to stay around and play your DLC, fix the servers. Now that's the first main issue they have to address before releasing a DLC, is fix the servers, no lag. Alright, check. Now the other thing that Daybreak Games needs to do, this is how you guys, I hope Daybreak Games is listening to me. This is how you guys fix the game. You want people to stick around and spend money? This is how you do it. The game has so much potential, y'all. Listen to me here. This is real talk. The game's got so much potential. You have so many builds that we can do and have fun with. The main fun part of the game is having all the builds with the allies and the artifacts. But you guys got a freaking timer on the XP. You're not letting us farm it. So nobody wants to freaking play because it's pay to win. The only way to get the builds that we like, that we want to freaking play with, we have to spend money. Or we have to watch a freaking YouTube channel. This is stupid. Why in the world do we gotta go on test server to see if it's worth investing in putting our XP and money in an artifact? We should be able to farm the XP like any other MMO. You kill an ad, you get XP. You kill more ads, you get more XP. What is this timer crap? Do you guys want to know how long it takes you to rank up one artifact from 0 to 200? Do you want to know? Do you want to freaking know? Let's talk about it, bruh. Let's freaking talk about it. Long story even longer. To get one artifact from 0 to 200, you have to AFK farm. And that would be you AFK farming from the moment the servers boot to the moment they shut down for maintenance. And that's 24 hours every day for 40 days straight. That's how long it'll take you to get an artifact from 0 to 200. If you use nth metal detectors and if you use your Dr. Fate tokens, you can maybe speed that up and bring it down to like 35 days. This is absurd. No one will ever get their artifacts up this way. The game's got so much potential, it's got so many builds, but we will never have fun with it. This is ridiculous, and it's because of Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan's freaking fault. I'm done with it, bruh. In conclusion, I have so much more I can say on this topic, which is probably why I'm going to make a video on how to fix DCUO. I doubt anybody will listen to it, but it is what it is. Like, it's this simple, y'all. If the devs would have just removed the timer on XP, let us farm it as we want. We kill an ad, we get 100 XP. We kill another ad, we get another 100 XP. We kill a boss, we get a cluster of XP, maybe 200, maybe 500. We kill a bounty, same thing, right? That's how it should be. That's how every MMO is. If they do that alone, and that wouldn't take no time out of their day, that wouldn't take no money out of their budget, if they do that alone, it'll fix so much issues. Nobody would ask for a double artifact XP. A lot of players will come to the game and stay playing it. They can also, I mean, there's so many things they can do. Like they updated the membership, right? They give you all these rewards, but they never updated the loyalty points. They're still at 500. At least give the members 1,000 a month. Come on, what are we doing here? And the same thing with PvP. You don't need to update PvP, but give us some loot drops in arenas, like maybe some stabilizers or some source marks, something, bruh. That way you're giving your players something to freaking do, and they'll stay around. And maybe because they're enjoying themselves, they'll be like, hey, let's go in the marketplace and buy some styles. Like, what are we doing here, Daybreak? Now that I got all that out of my chest, let's get to the nitty-gritty, itty-bitty, titty-confetti. So I got this article here from, I want to say this is from 2023, I believe. I forget the month. It's somewhere in there. But anyways, it says investors demand EG7 be sold. What does this mean? Well, the top investors of the company don't think that long-term they're going to make profit. They already want them to sell this company. Now, what does this mean for DC Universe Online? I don't think DC Universe Online will get shut down, but this article sheds some light on what can happen. So let's read it. Let's talk about it. Right off the bat, this article is talking about Shrimp Dick G-Han, or as I like to call him, Jackie Chan. It says the executive crew were not communicating and at worst bald-faced liars, and they were incapable of investing in any new development. That makes sense when they canceled Marvel Universe Online and said that they were not going to remaster DC Universe Online. Go figure. Right here, you can clearly see that Jet Li is trying to profit greatly from the misery of their staff and customers. Let that sink in, y'all, because these CEOs don't care about the player base. They only care about money, and that's why the game is going to crap. Let's talk about it. This article goes into details on how the stock market is going with this company and how the investors want them to basically sell it so that they can dump the money at the feet of what they invested in the company. It goes into a lot of details. I'm not going to get all into it, but it says right here that they're basically dumping the cash at the feet of the investors, but even that probably won't be enough to save this company. Now, what does this mean for the future of DCUO? I don't think the game will get shut down. When they bought the game to begin with back in 2020, they had originally they have a 10-year plan for the game. So that would put the game smack dab in 2030. So if the game were to ever get shut down or anything, they would have to renew the license, which would expire in 2030. They would have to renew them with Warner Brothers. And if they don't renew them, well, that's how you know we in trouble and DC will get shut down. But I digress. In conclusion, if this actually follows through and they sell EG7, we'll just see games like PlanetSide, H1Z1, and maybe Dungeons & Dragons get closed down. DC Universe, it performs well. It makes money. It really does make a lot of money. It's the only superhero game on the market that's an MMO RPG. And it's got a lot of potential. It's just unfortunate we got greedy people and whales that spend money on the game every 4 months or so, and it's just keeping this toxic behavior. If you want to see change for the better on this game, you got to stop spending money on the game. Start, farm DC Cash. You can earn everything for free with DC Cash. That's the secret. That's the secret, y'all, and I'll show you how to get it on this channel. That about wraps it up for another episode of the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest.
High-quality tools made to last. A wide variety of sets to tackle any job. Premium foam trays to keep you organized and ahead of the game.
I'm from the 25th.
Stuck off the realness.
So let's just get into it. Let's just,
Hey, yo, it's your homegirl, Nerd of Prey, back with the Daily Planet News, where you get all the latest news for DC Universe Online. Let me holler at you, let me holler at you, let me holler, let me holler at you. Let's talk about how I can holler at you. Let me talk about talking about hollering at you. Let's talk about how you can holler at them. Let's talk about how I holler at them. Let's talk about it. Holler.
Hey, you, it's me. Red 5, on the grind, all the time, prime time 69. Let's talk about it. Hi, Mom. So, today on the Rundown, we have a special episode because we have our producer, Kendrick White. He is coming on board with us, and he's going to talk about our Creator League celebrates Batman Day. The word of the day is woke. Everybody needs to be more woke. Let's talk about it. Then we're going to take a look at Celebrate Batman Day with 3 in-game t-shirts. And of course, we got Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse artwork. Let's take a look. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. As Nerd Prey says, let's holler about talking about it. Red 5 on the grind, all the...
Hello everyone, my name is King Kendrick White. I'm your producer, DC Universe Online. Sup fam, how y'all vibing? Let's talk about it.
I'm so proud to present to everyone the Creator League celebrates Batman Day. So on September 12th, make sure to tune in to Multiverse. He's gonna take a squat and fart, and a little doo-doo's gonna come out. And inside that doo-doo, you're gonna find a bunch of Crusader-style pack codes. So make sure to tune in at 4 p.m. And then on September 13th, Oxidine Shield will be making a YouTube short opening 50 Batman caches. What is he gonna get from them Batman caches? He's gonna get Multiverse Doo-Doo Nuggets. And then on September 17th, Oxidine Chill will be dropping a fresh new video on YouTube called Reviewing and Ranking the Best Batman Allies. Like he hasn't done that already. On September 20th or 21, a girl named Ron is going to stream Batman Day with a ton of future Crusader style pack codes. She is going to squat and tweet out a bunch of these codes for you. Who is a girl named Ron? Well, let's take a look with Nerd of Prey.
Hey, yo, what is this, bruh? These new devs are so out of touch. Y'all picked a girl named Ron with no YouTube videos on DC Universe Online to be part of the DC Universe Online Creator Club? Y'all picked this YouTuber over my boy Geoforce. Y'all know y'all made Geoforce quit the game, right? A veteran player that's been playing the game for years. I mean, probably throughout the whole 13 years of the game. Y'all realize y'all made my boy Geoforce quit, and y'all picked a girl named Ron with no videos on DC Universe Online. What is this, bruh? Let's talk about it.
Hi everyone, I'm a girl named Ron. I'm Ron, and my pronouns are she, her. I learned to play Magic of the Gathering. In other news, Ron, Frank, and Joanne ran down transit from Amherst to Lancaster. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Gator Doom.
As all of you should know by now, Batman Day celebration is here, and all this is just basically old content being pushed out so that people revisit these Batman instances. This is going to be running from September 10th till September 23rd, 2024. We got these cool styles we're giving out for free. Of course, if you subscribe to our Creator Shield Club, you should have already know all of this by now. We got these Batman Day solos and duos and alerts. Every day we're gonna just alternate these out with new ones and old ones. Basically recycling the old content so people play, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it.
Life is more legal than you think, and Legal Zoom is here to help. Whether it's registering a business, starting a will or trust, or staying on top of your business licenses. When you need a legal hand, turn to Legal Zoom.
And finally, we have this Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse artwork from our new art director, Scott Boyd. This is an interview done with this new art director. I'm not going to read this entire interview and bore y'all. I just want to point out that Scott Boyd here
oh my gosh, we still
reveals
won.
to us the direction that DC Universe Online is headed and how out of touch
we still won.
developers running the game right now are with the community. Alright, so right here you see that Scott Boyd is talking about Easter eggs and how he loves Easter eggs. Why does Scott Boyd love Easter eggs so much? Right here he says, I'll be honest, I like Taylor Swift. And I love the fact that when she introduces a new album, she goes full on into Easter eggs. Bruh, what does Taylor Swift have anything to do with DC Universe Online, DC Comics, or the community of this game? This is the problem with this game right now. These devs suck. They care about Taylor Swift, a billionaire that doesn't care about common people, that doesn't care about what her influence does to the young girls in this world. She doesn't care about nobody. She's a billionaire that doesn't have the issues that your normal people have. Alright? This is what these devs care about over the server issues, over the speed hackers, over all the problems that the game had. They care about Taylor Swift. They're getting inspiration from Taylor Swift, y'all. This is the problem with DC Universe Online. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. Let's talk about how Taylor Swift never done nothing for the DC community about it. Let's talk about how these devs love Taylor Swift and want to Taylor Swift about it. Hey, yo, let me holler at you, let me holler. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about talking about it. So in case you didn't know, this is a re-uploaded video. The original version got taken down by YouTube, demonetized, and we got our first community guideline strike on the channel. Woo woo. Now, I could have appealed it, and we would have won the appeal. However, I would have had to share my personal information, like my government name, my email address, and all that good stuff, not only with the devs over at Daybreak, but with the corny, childish YouTuber that reported the video. Now, if you want to know who reported the video, all you have to do is just go to the forum post that I covered in this video currently that you're watching. The Creator Club, and you'll see the YouTuber right under a girl named Ron. That's who reported the video. I wasn't even talking about that YouTuber, but they decided to report my video anyways. They must be sensitive, and you know what I'm saying, they don't like what I'm saying. But anyways, all I have to say to all y'all haters that want to report me, what y'all gonna do when I start using AI to make these videos, huh? What y'all gonna do then? You're not gonna be able to do nothing about it. I'm not gonna stop. And I wanna thank all my subscribers for your support. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Without you, this channel wouldn't even exist. So with that said, I'ma keep on trucking, y'all. They ain't gonna stop me. One community guideline strike ain't nothing. That goes away in 90 days. And we gonna still be uploading no matter what. So with that said, I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and I'm out.
Bruh. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness. I got you stuck off the realness.
Friends don't let friends have crusty lips. Get this essential deal for you and your friends. Our bubble mask uses unique tech to cleanse and moisturize. It also removes aging keratins and revives lip color. The serum's metal tip penetrates to nourish, repair, and hydrate instantly. Each set comes with 2 serums. Use the mask 1 to 2 times daily. It's affordable, effective, and great for gifting. Shop smart and shop now.